and I've covered a whole chapter on this, which is in the compounding effect. I think it's in the compounding effect in the second part, and it talks about the behavior and the role of behavior in successful investing. In fact, if I were to say it's the 80-20 principle, that what is the factor which contributes to the success of an investor, 80% success is the behavior. 20% is the knowledge of the subject, right? Because what happens is when it comes to wealth, when it comes to investing your wealth, your emotions come into play. Emotions of greed and fear, right? So at times your decisions could be driven by the emotions of greed, and you may end up taking a risk which actually as a personality or as a situation you are not prepared to take. Likewise, if the emotions of fear come into play, then actually you may underplay yourself, your capacity to take risk, because you're just fearful and you're just underplaying yourself. It's like you have the potential to open the innings as an opening batsman, but you are going down the order after 6-7 level, right? So when you go down the order 6-7, your ability to contribute to team is already limited, right? So I think that emotions come into play, and that's what behavior part is, and where patience plays a lot more important role. And I started investing in equities, let us say in 2014, and till the time COVID happened, somebody was already had grown his investments at the rate of some 11-12%. And then COVID happened, and there was a market correction in a matter of 40 days. Sensex came down by 37%. And after 40 days, the same investment which was yielding about say 13-14% was now yielding 4.5%. So naturally it would be very disheartening. Your emotions of fear would have overtaken emotions of greed, and you would say, okay, let me cut losses, because everybody is telling me now the world is not going to be the same world again. Life is going to change. That's what we used to hear, right? World before COVID and world after COVID. Right? Many consulting organizations, it was the best time for them to tell you what to do in the world post-COVID. Right? That was the best time for them. But somebody who would have not controlled his behavior and given into the emotion of fear and exited the market would have booked a notional loss and actually earned a return of 4.5%. But somebody who would have controlled his or her behavior and would have continued and waited for the pandemic to settle down, markets to come back. By February 2024, I've given a data that person's investment would have been back yielding 11.5-12%. From 4.5% all the way back to 11.5-12%. So this is the importance of